channel. My name is Laura, and today I am here to do the Stranger Things book tag. I am, and my whole family are watching the Stranger Things Season 2. We are binge watching it this weekend. We watched a couple of episodes yesterday, a couple of episodes Friday night. Tonight we're going to be watching more. So I figured this would be a great tag to do on my channel. I found a book tag. It was on Booksamino, and then I can't find it, so I found it online. There's another one. This one is called, it's created by Nisha, by a running contemporary. There's a couple of questions, and then I will share some recommendations of books that fit that category. So if you haven't watched Stranger Things, it's on Netflix. It's really a strange show. It takes place in the 1980s. I was born in the 1970s, so it's kind of like my time frame, and it has a Stephen King feel to it, and science fiction and all that. So it is kind of scary as well. But my kids and we're watching it as a family. We're on season 2 and we're really enjoying it. Okay, on to the book tag. Okay, so question number 1 is The Vanishing of Will Byers. And the question is, the first book in a series that left you intrigued and slightly confused. I'm reading it off my computer. The book that I recommend for this one of the series, the first book, it's this one, The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. When you're reading this one, it gets you hooked. You don't know what the heck's going on. It leaves on a cliffhanger. You have to get book 2. I read this pretty quickly. You don't know if she has mental illness or something. It's really intriguing. I was going to give my series away because I did not like book 3. I got all my books back, and it's something that I like to reread to see if I liked book 3. If it made any sense if I reread it. So, but I really loved book 1 and book 2. Really kept me on my edge of my seats, and I like those creepy type of books. So this is my choice for that one. Question number 2, Upside Down. A book with a setting you would never want to live in, and they are referring to a dystopian type book, and it took me a while to find this off my shelf. This book was one of my favorites. I know the rest of the series is not that great, but the first book, it should have been a standalone, and I loved the first book, so I'm gonna say Divergent. I really liked the first one. I liked when they went into their dreams and all that. I thought that was really amazing, but the second and third books, not so great. I do really like this one, and I did not get rid of my book because it was one of my favorites. Yeah. So that's this one. Question number 3, 11. A book you own that is somewhat damaged but loved to pieces. I went to my favorite bookshelf, and all my books are immaculate, really. If I didn't like it, I would probably give the books away. But I did find one that was on my favorite shelf that I DNF'd. Not really because I DNF'd because I didn't like the story. I loved the story, what I read. But I just never finished the book, and it does have a little nick on the end. So the book that I have that I love and that haven't finished yet is The Bronze Horseman. And this is by Paulina Simmons. This is about the Holocaust. I love reading books about the Holocaust. It's about my history of Jewish people, and so this is my favorite. The reason I didn't finish this book is because I started the book on my Kindle, and I don't like reading on my Kindle. But you want to know where the damage is. It is a little nicked right here. So I don't know. I must have got the book that way. I don't know. It's a little damaged. So, but it is loved to pieces. It's really a great book. I did read partial, and I one day will finish this book, but yeah, very good Holocaust book if you want to read something about the Holocaust. Question 4, Mike, Lucas, and Dustin. A trilogy you always go to whenever you need a pick-me-up. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I don't like series, and I haven't completed many series, but I did finish 2 books of this series, and I really enjoyed the first 2 books. I have not finished the series. There is a 3rd book that I still need to read, but the series I'm talking about is the Angel Fall series. I have this on my favorite shelf. No, I have not read End of Days, which I still need to read. Angel Fall is fantastic. I read it really, really quickly. It's about angels that are bad angels. They come out from the sky. There's a love story in it, and it continues on in World After, which it was really cool, and it's also spooky, and it has like creepy stuff in it, and I really enjoyed it. But I still need to finish this one. I do have a bookmark in there. I need to finish reading this one, but yes. So books 1 and 2, 5 stars. And here we go. I need to read End of Days. So yeah, one day I will finish them. Question 5. The Demogorgon. I don't know if I said that right. A book with a terrifying beast you wouldn't want to face in a dark alley. The only book that I can think of that I read that has a terrifying beast in it would be Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I will put the picture here because I can't find my book. Yeah, it was an amazing book. I went into it blindly. I read it in one day. It was amazing. Yeah, and it also made me cry. So yeah, so it's a great book, and you should read it. Question number 6 is Dr. Brenner. A book with a villain who is both manipulative and dedicated. I went to my shelf. I couldn't find a YA book or a middle grade book that would meet this category, so I wound up picking an adult book up. And the adult book that I picked out was The Girl in 6E. There's a woman in here that has tendencies to kill people. Yeah, this is a very adult book. It has lots of sexual content in it, but there is a storyline besides all the sex in here, and there is a mystery going on where she does help somebody. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I could not put this one down. This is one of my 5-star reads. Yeah, not many books keep my attention where this one did. Yeah, I'm afraid to read book 2 because this one was so good. Yeah, so that's that choice for that one. Question 7 is Nancy Wheeler. A book you didn't expect to love. And I can't find my book, but this one really popped into my mind, and the book is Winger by Andrew Smith. I will put that picture here. I read this with the book club, and I really enjoyed it. It's about bullying in a boarding school, and I just hate the cover, but the book is really amazing. Don't judge the book by the cover, by the way. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Number 8 is Hawkins, Indiana. A book with a setting that's just a little bit strange. And again, I can't find my book, but yeah, I would go with Gone by Michael Grant. Here's the picture here. This one is one I recently read during the summer. I used an audiobook. It's about... It's about where adults, when they reach the age of 18 or 16, I don't remember the age, but they disappear. And yeah, and so the little kids have to defend themselves and survive throughout. And there are special powers in this book as well. Yeah, so I thought it was amazing. I have the whole series. I only read book 1, so yeah. That was the last question. This was a lot of fun. I haven't done a tag in a long time, so this was a lot of fun to record. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.